I stopped leaving the porch light on last August. I can't remember the exact day, just that it happened sometime after the nights started getting shorter, and I realized I'd been doing it for no reason. Not for you anymore. Just habit. I still check the window at night, though. It's not conscious. I'll be washing a glass or putting something away in the kitchen, and I'll glance toward the front window. Sometimes twice in the same hour. I'm not watching for anything specific. I think my body just remembers the pattern, the sound of a car door, the interval between it and footsteps, the particular weight of your hand on the doorknob. None of that happens now, but I still look. The house makes different sounds at night than it used to, or maybe it always made them and I didn't notice. The refrigerator hums in a way that fills the quiet. The floorboards settle. There's a draft somewhere I haven't found yet that makes the bedroom door move slightly when the heat kicks on. I used to think silence was just the absence of sound. Now I know it has texture, weight. It sits in the rooms you used to move through. I tried rearranging the living room last month, moved the couch away from the window, put the chair where you used to sit somewhere else. It looked wrong. I moved everything back the next day. Not because I wanted it the way it was, because changing it felt like admitting something I wasn't ready to admit. Your coat was in the hall closet until October. I'd see it every time I reached for mine. I finally took it to the donation center on a Tuesday afternoon when I had no other errands to run and no good reason to be out. I drove past the center twice before I went in. The woman at the counter asked if I wanted a receipt for taxes, and I said no. I still have your house key. It's in the drawer by the door with the spare batteries and the takeout menus. I don't know why I keep it. You're not coming back for it. Sometimes I think about what I'd say if you did come back, if I looked out that window one night and saw you there. I've gone through it in my head more times than I want to count. Different versions, different tones, but I never get past the first few seconds. I don't know what comes after the door opens. I used to think I was waiting for something, closure maybe, or an explanation that would make sense of it. Some moment where it would all click into place and I could stop carrying this around. But I don't think that's what this is anymore. I think I'm just used to the wait now. It's become part of how I move through the house, how I measure time. Before you left, I marked days by work schedules and what needed to be done. Now I mark them by how long it's been since I heard your voice. How many seasons have passed since I stopped expecting you to walk through the door. The window faces the street. There's a street light that comes on at dusk, and in winter it catches the frost on the glass in a way that makes everything look softer than it is. I can see the neighbor's porch from there, the mail truck in the mornings, people walking dogs. I see other people's lives continuing. I don't resent that. I just notice it. There are still 2 plates in the cabinet. I only use one now, but I haven't moved the other. I wash it sometimes when I'm doing dishes, even though it's clean. My hands know the routine. I thought about moving, looking at apartments closer to work, somewhere smaller, somewhere that didn't have your shape pressed into it. I even looked at a few listings online. But I couldn't picture myself anywhere else. Not because I don't want to leave, because I don't know how to explain to myself why I'd stay. So I'm still here. I still check the window at night. I still keep the spare key. I still leave space for things that aren't coming back. I don't know if that means I'm stuck or if it just means this is what it looks like when someone stays in your life even after they've gone, when their absence has its own place at the table. I used to think time would change this, that eventually I'd stop looking, stop listening for sounds that won't come, stop keeping things that serve no purpose. But it's been long enough now that I think this might just be how it is. Not healing, not moving on, just learning to live in a house that remembers differently than I do. The window is still there, the street is still there, the light still comes on at dusk, and I still check. Not because I expect anything, not because I think you'll be there, just because I don't know how to stop.